Everything in this category is organized around the noisy part: hot flushes, sleep, mood, because that is what you feel. The change that will decide the next 30 years is silent. The symptoms are loud. The loss is quiet. Bone does not hurt until it breaks, and the muscle that loads it leaves quietly enough that nobody thinks to write it down. So this file tracks both halves. You had a symptom printable from the clinic, a period app that expected a 28-day cycle, and a note to yourself in your phone. None of them knew you lift. So meet the sample file that ships inside. Delphine Marchetti is shipped sample data, not a customer, not a case study. 421 days of symptoms, 14 log cycles, and 80 training sessions in one workbook. The dashboard states which criterion her cycle log matches, and prints on the same panel that it is not a diagnosis. Chapter 1. The leading menopause spreadsheet on Etsy contains no strength training and no bone density at all. This one opens with 4 main lifts, every set and every rep. Her back squat goes from 81.7 kilos to 105, up 28.5%. Deadlift, 132 kilos. Across the 4 lifts, the estimated 1 rep max is up 24.2%. Estimated is the honest word. It is the Epley formula read off submaximal work, not a tested maximum, and the tab says so under the table. Chapter 2. 2 DXA scans, 4 sites each, on the same scanner. The only way scan-over-scan change means anything. Lumbar spine up 0.9%, femoral neck down 0.8%. No causal claim is attached to either. Now the part this category gets backwards. A T-score compares you with a young adult. A Z-score compares you with people your own age. T-scores are preferred for post-menopausal women and men over 50, Z-scores otherwise. They are not interchangeable, and swapping them is the most common error here. So the file keeps them in separate columns and quotes every published band with the body and date that set it. Which band a number falls in is arithmetic. Classifying a person is a clinician's job. Chapter 3. STRAW plus 10 is the research staging framework the literature actually uses, and it runs on measurable intervals, not on how the week went. A persistent difference of 7 days or more between consecutive cycle lengths is the early transition wording. An interval of 60 days or longer is the late transition wording. Her log holds 14 cycles, a mean interval of 33.5 days, 7 changes of 7 days or more, and 1 gap of 63 days. The tab names the criterion each row matches and cites it. It is a stage estimate, never a diagnosis, and it does not apply after hysterectomy or ablation or on hormonal contraception. Chapter 4. 421 log days is enough to see shape. Symptom load against sleep quality, minus 0.88. Against night sweats, plus 0.90. Against hot flash count, plus 0.82. And last night's hours against tomorrow's symptom load, minus 0.39, weaker and pointing the same way. Every one of those is a correlation inside one person's log, not causation, and not a finding about anybody else. The page says so at the top and again at the bottom. Chapter 5. You get 15 minutes, and you spend 9 of them reconstructing a year from memory. This tab assembles 30 questions straight out of the log, each carrying the tab it came from. 62.2 hot flashes a week. After a night under 6 hours, her next day load runs 16.7, against 14.5 after 7 hours or more. 3 thyroid results, because thyroid is the differential most often missed. And exactly 1 FSH result, which is the point. FSH swings from cycle to cycle in perimenopause, so it is unreliable for staging, and a single menopause blood test means far less than people are led to believe. 8,216 formulas across 15 connected tabs, recalculated clean before filming, with every derived figure recomputed independently in Python. 1,432 out of 1,432 checks passed. Every screen in this video is that real file. Now the part that matters most. This is a record-keeping tool. It is not medical advice, and it is not a diagnostic device. It does not diagnose menopausal status, and it never advises for or against hormone therapy or any other medication. It records what a clinician prescribed, the dose, the dates, and how you rated it, and it stops there. And some things are not for logging at all. Any bleeding after 12 months without a period, bleeding between periods or after sex, soaking through protection every hour, or any sudden change to very heavy or prolonged bleeding. A fracture from a fall from standing height. Those are reasons to stop and get seen, not at some future appointment. The Start Here tab opens with that list, and the Red Flags tab closes with it. Neither one asks you to log it and wait. Your cycle dates, your symptoms, your lifts, and whatever your last scan said. What you get back is one file that describes all of it against published criteria, keeps the two scores that get confused apart, and hands you 30 questions worth asking out loud. The Command Center is $26.97, one-time, free lifetime updates, Excel and Google Sheets. The symptoms are loud. The loss is quiet. Track both halves. Link in the description.